In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this CyberPower PC Gamer Extreme on Amazon. This is currently the third best-selling desktop computer on Amazon at the time of recording this video. So we're going to take a look at why this is a pretty good value gaming PC. And I'm going to even show you a comparison on if you were to build something very similar to this yourself about what it would cost. As you can see on the screen, this PC comes in right at about $900, which is under the $1,000 budget many people might have. It's also sold 2,000 in the past month. Again, this is the third best-selling desktop computer currently on all of Amazon. So I wanted to take a look at exactly why. I did also want to acknowledge that this PC does come with a, I'm sure not super high quality, but it does come with a mouse and keyboard combo. So that's just nice to either use, and I'm sure they're okay, or you could even use it as a spare, which is always just a nice addition to throw in. So with this computer, you do get an i5-13400F. This is a 10-core Intel processor. It's definitely going to crush any 1080p gaming, and that's kind of the theme of this entire computer, I would say, if you are interested in buying this pre-built. I will link specifically to this listing we're looking at today in the description below if you are interested in checking it out. If you do make a purchase after clicking that link, it will help support the channel at no extra cost to you, and I greatly appreciate it. So this i5 processor is going to give you some really good 1080p performance for the price point. It also comes with an RTX 4060 8GB. Now keep in mind with these pre-builts, you often don't get a lot of specifics on the listing because they might, they're just building them in wherever they build these at. So they don't always use the exact same specific brand and model of the part, but you are going to get an RTX 4060 8GB at least. So that's a pretty good card again for 1080p gaming. Definitely fine and new. You also get 16 gigs of DDR5. Again, they don't specify the speed or anything like that, but assuming it's even the worst DDR5, I still think it's acceptable, although I'd like to see it be a little bit faster, like 5600 megahertz speed or something like that. I don't know if it varies, so I don't know exactly what you're going to get, but either way, the fact that 16 gigs of DDR5 is not too bad. 16 gigs is enough for most games these days. If you are into video editing and really taxing games on your system, maybe you could upgrade it to 32 gigs, but 16 at this price point is perfectly fine. You do get a 1TB Gen 4 PCIe SSD, so this is going to be good for just having plenty of storage, and for a more budget build, a lot of times, or for, I wouldn't even call this a budget, but for a little bit lower end on the mid-range builds, you do often start to see the 500 gig SSDs instead of the 1TB, so it is nice that you do get plenty of storage. So for $899, I think this is a good price point for anybody that wants to just have a nice gaming PC that's going to run any game they want at 1080p. It should absolutely crush it with high frame rates in a lot of titles. Even in less optimized games such as Call of Duty or Warzone, it should definitely crush those as well. Now if we take a look at this PC part picker list I just kind of threw together, this is roughly mimicking this build. Again, it's not apples to apples comparison, but it's just going to give us an idea of kind of what we're looking at here. So same processor. I threw in an ARGB CPU cooler just because people like their RGB, and it is only $21 currently. It was $18, it actually just went up $3. But anyways, moving on to the motherboard, chose a B760 motherboard that definitely has Wi-Fi, a good motherboard for $150. 16 gigs of DDR5 5600 CL36 memory. So again, I don't know exactly what memory's in this pre-built, but if you were to build one yourself, of course, you could select it. So I selected some decent memory there. 1TB M.2, a 4060 graphics card. This is about $300 currently on Amazon. This is an MSI Ventus. You could definitely, if you're building yourself, I'm sure there's many ways people might be commenting right now below of cheaper ways you could build this. You could get used parts, you could do whatever. But basically, I chose a Corsair 4000D and then just a 650 watt, 80 plus gold certified Corsair fully modular power supply. So a nice power supply there. So you could definitely save money on that as well. So this build total on PC Part Picker comes to about $907 at the current prices with these parts you're seeing on the screen now. You could definitely get this down by changing a few of these down to like $850 or something probably. If you got a couple used parts, you get that down even lower, probably into the 700s for a build like this. But I think this demonstrates that this build on Amazon is pretty good value at $900 for the average consumer looking to buy a gaming PC, assuming you have no issues. Of course, when PCs get shipped and are made by these pre-built makers, then they can always have issues. But I think for the most part, as long as you're not unlucky, you should have decent luck with this. So again, I'll link to this PC in the description below if you are interested. I'll also link to every part mentioned in this parts list in case you want to take a look at that as well. Hopefully the information in this video can help you make a decision on whether you want to buy this third best-selling desktop PC on Amazon or even build your own, whatever you want to do. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.